that our next speaker is ready to move forward for her next session. And I am very happy to bring back somebody who is visiting from Jamaica. You know, as we continue to rebuild our district, and I don't mean Dwight. He's not visiting from Jamaica. He's here. He's here to stay, right, Dwight? All right. As we continue to focus on rebuilding our district, chartering new clubs with a focus on corporate clubs, it's an integral part of that mission. Please welcome back our Region 8 advisor, distinguished Toastmaster Shirley Daly.
It's good to see you again. And guess what happens today? Anybody knows what's happening today? As it relates to Toastmasters? No?
98th birthday.
Pardon me?
98th birthday.
98th birthday of Toastmasters International. So happy anniversary to Toastmasters International. Wow. I thought this would encapsulate quite a bit of who we are and what this organization would have done for us as members. And I am going to ask you to turn to your neighbor and whatever comes to your mind, coming out of your heart, to express some amount of gratitude to the Toastmaster for what she has done, whatever, but some form of gratitude as we celebrate and recognize Toastmasters International 90th anniversary. You have 1 minute. For persons who are online, please express it in the chat. Yes. Thank you for the reminder. And I'm going to ask our, after the persons in the room are through, I'm going to ask our Zoom master to just read 5 of the comments that are online as you express your gratitude. We're going to ask our timer, 30 seconds on the clock, just before we open to our persons in Zoom land or online. Is there anybody? May I have 2 persons shout out something of gratitude for me, please, from in our audience? Loud and clear. Congratulations. Inspiration. Inspiration. All right. So we thank Toastmasters International for the inspiration that we have all had. Anything else?
Commitment.
Commitment. It has caused us to become very committed persons as we build our relationship and serve. Wonderful. All right. Can we hear some of the comments from online, please?
Sure. Fellowship. Thank you for the opportunities to meet people. Opportunities, inspiration, diversity, and pushing out of my comfort zone.
Right. Wonderful. Let's give Toastmasters International a round of applause. Everybody, you can open your mics and do that for me. No virtual claps now. After 2, 1, 2. Let me do applause. Applause. Oh my God. Yay. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And this morning, our president from my club wrote a letter, a quick gratitude to us, and I believe it was applicable to all of us here. So I just wanted to read it for you. Please embrace every word as yours. Toastmaster, today is Toastmasters International Day. May all that you have learned and will learn strengthen your foundation as a leader, as a person. As your listening, thinking, and special skills increase, emulate Rav Smedley and mentor someone else to grow in any area you are able to help. May the tasks assigned to you and those you have volunteered to do make your club community a fun, learning environment. What skills will you boast about learning through Toastmasters? What skill will you hone or learn this year? As much as we share how much we need Toastmasters as individuals, never forget that Toastmasters needs you. Thank you for your partnership. May you have fun along your journey. Thank you, everyone. And continue to serve, to lead, and to grow. Give yourselves another round of applause. And that is really very important, ladies and gentlemen. Toastmasters needs us. Building new clubs, and it is always good to remember what is the French persons would say, our raison d'etre. What's our purpose? What's our mission? We build new clubs, emphasis on we, all of us, and support all clubs in achieving excellence. So existing clubs are part of what we must continue as we figure out the mission. This means managing and focusing on new clubs as well as existing clubs. And I love to think of it like us here, if we were to think of a sandwich, the people, you as the leaders in particular, you are the key color, all right? Or you are the first part, that bread. And in the middle, club building. And at the end, you, the leaders. So much rest in your hands as it relates to carrying out the mission and building new clubs. So briefly, as we discuss together, one of the important things that I want us to take away is the ability to align the goals of the Toastmasters International 2022 to 2024 strategic plan with building new clubs. I referred to that earlier. I'm commending it again for you to look at. Explore and identify the strategies and tactics to be employed building new clubs, corporate and community. Work as a team to expand our efforts into the corporate market, and of course, share the knowledge and tools with fellow district leaders. You'll have the recording. You can look at it closer. Today, we heard about closing the sale. And club building is a sales activity. Believe it or not, it's a numbers game. I sell life insurance. I manage people who sell life insurance. And in life insurance, the ratio is you have 50 prospects, you make contact with 40 of them, you have an interview with 30 of them, and out of that, you get 3 sales. It's a numbers game. And in Toastmasters, the ratio has been 100 leads, 10 prospects, can you imagine? 2 attend the introduction meeting. And so we have to work those numbers. And remember that it is low because some persons will say no. And it's not that they are not thinking about it. Some people might say later we will look at it. Or some persons might say, tell us more. But it's important for us to sow that seed and to go out there and get it done. As I said, it's a numbers game. And there's a saying, figures never lie, only liars figure. Some guiding principles in club building, and this is really just to whet your appetite and to refresh you to remember, all right? What club building does is that it helps people to understand how Toastmasters will bring them value. And we heard about that again. People buy because they see the value. And no pun intended, but the next thing is that we have to value the process. Building club is a process. We have to follow the steps. Each offers the opportunity to get more information on the prospect and the lead when you're building club. It's important that we listen more and talk less. I'm sure you have heard it said already that we are given 2 ears and 1 mouth. That means that we are to listen twice as much as we speak. Understand what the needs of the prospect are or whatever the lead is. And that is going to be done when you talk with the prospect. And building clubs is a working together effort. We have to work together. It's a team effort. The resources are right within the district. And of course, that would be the area, the division, the club. The resources are all there. And you can also get expertise from your international director, or your region advisor, your district leaders. It's all there and we need to leverage that. We don't need to go outside of that. A couple of other guiding principles is that the persons who we speak with need to be the decision makers, the key stakeholders, and they are the ones that you want to attend the demonstration meeting when we get to that step. Toastmasters International has some templates that we are encouraging you to use, and you are to use those only as reference. So it has to be tailored to the need that you would have identified when you're making your presentation. So the goal is to engage the lead and the prospects, to build the rapport. It's not a forcing down on persons, but to build the rapport. Club building, guiding principles again. If it is that you're looking to a community group, fellow Toastmasters, fellow leaders, the focus is individual development. That's what the needs that you are meeting and covering. In a corporate group, and we need to be very clear about the distinction. The business needs are what we are looking at. The return on investment, what are the core values? What are the initiatives that this organization is about? All right? What are these? Toastmasters, one of their initiatives as it relates to developing their employees, using this as a method or a medium. Therefore, depending on which group of persons we are working with or speaking with, our choice of words will be critical. And for corporate clubs, we don't talk about membership in a club, but we talk about enrollment in a program. Rather than talking about dues, we talk about tuition. And I'd love that to soak. I got quite a bit of information from this book, a handbook for building and sustaining vibrant Toastmasters programs in corporations. And that was written by Pat Johnson, a past international president, and she's also a past regional advisor, distinguished Toastmaster. And it is a very, very valuable book and presents quite a bit of guidance for us as we look at corporations, bringing the Toastmasters program, choice of words again, in corporations. And just to share a couple of thoughts from the book and important aspects. Some of the things she spoke about was the unique qualities of the Toastmasters education program. We know them, but it's always good to be able to enunciate, talk about them, list them. And it's an experiential learning environment. And we will be targeting adults, and adults learn by doing. That's what we mean by experiential. It's a self-paced self-paced program. You can stay in the program as long as you want. All right. Perhaps in the corporation, the company might set some specific target and timelines, and that's different. All right. In this Toastmasters education program, there is no graduation. You have various levels of learning and development that you can go through. And now a couple of other qualities. It's no pass or fail. People learn from peer evaluation, not from instructor-led and graded program. And when you're speaking with the decision makers in the corporations, they need to understand this. The program focuses on communication and leadership development. Think about it. You picture it in the organization and for the employee, how it fits. And the program is part of a worldwide organization in more than 144 countries. And it's very important that we set the stage early for the corporation to understand this point that I'm going to be making now, that our curriculum is the property of Toastmasters International. And the corporation, when signing the agreement to bring the program in-house, is agreeing to the conditions for its delivery, the conditions of Toastmasters International. And that needs to be said upfront because we want to continue the way we started. Some corporate club buildings marketing tools are available from the Toastmasters International website. And you can just go there in the search engine and look for them on the corporate club building. There's an introductory letter. So it's very professional as an approach. And we must be willing to do the work and do the preparation. We're up in our ante as we take our program to the professional level. There's a Toastmasters International fact sheet. It needs to be updated. When I looked at it, there are some things that have changed, even since we have gone online and the whole dynamic is in our environment. There's also a flyer that speaks about, does your organization need better speakers and leaders? This might be an approach that you could use. There's also a flyer which talks about invest in a brighter future. Another one, become an effective speaker. And another one, transform your talent. Talent management is a big part of organizations and corporations right now, especially when the employers are looking at their employees and how they fit into the goals and values of the organization. So here is Toastmasters to the rescue, who can help them to formulate and to develop those. One of the important things when you have closed the sale with the corporation is to ask the human resource department to put the Toastmasters material in the new hire or the orientation package. And a key part of the relationship with the corporation is to identify a corporate champion, somebody you're going to liaise with and be working with in the organization. That the buying would have been done, but to sustain it, so we need to have regular meetings with the corporate champion. All right. How I always think it's important to tie in all of this with the goals that we have, the district success plan. And remember what the district mission is. We build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. And also with the Toastmasters International Strategic Plan, which we made reference to. After this, you will want to go look at it. Now, the strategic plan, and Toastmasters is into quite a bit of strategies. It focuses on, the plan focus the thinking and efforts of the organization on initiatives that are important now and within the time frame of the plan. They enable the organization to set aside other items and focus, making decisions about how to allocate resources for the most significant impact. And one of the reasons the plan is only for 2 years is because of how the environment is changing. Coach D. Yes, it is. And we have to be very responsive as an organization. So why is it we have a strategic plan? The delivery of the strategic plan will increase the value to the member. Everything we're doing is in the interest of the member. It will expand the organizational brand awareness, and branding is a big thing for Toastmasters International. Just like how we have the Coca-Cola brand, the Nike brand, our brand is big. And I'm sure that we have been engaging like that, but we can continue to engage more by looking at the Toastmasters brand manual. Make sure we stay on brand. Why a strategic plan? It helps to streamline and enhance the member experience, and it promotes member and club sustainability. If you look at those 4 things, you notice that the word member came in 3 of them. The member, the member, the member. Remember the member. That was one of the taglines for a past international president. Remember the member. Everything we do is in the interest of the member. And I can tell you a little secret. When you're being interviewed for the RA position or for international director, you must remember to say that. All the things that the points you bring, the reason you want to become an international director or to serve as a region advisor, everything you say must come back to that in the interest of the member. They are the ones who drive the organization. The goals for the next 24 months are grouped into these categories: club excellence, member achievement, awareness and engagement, and operational effectiveness. Club excellence. Support all clubs in providing a consistent quality member experience by delivering on our brand promise. That's one of the goals of the strategic plan. And so what we are doing, empowering individuals through personal and professional development. Can you imagine sharing this with an organization? They will want to hear how. How do we measure club excellence? Back to club building. 4.5% increase per year of distinguished clubs. Member satisfaction, 5.8 rating. And what are the strategies here? Clubs conduct enjoyable, effective meetings. District conduct effective club officer training. So this is part of the sustainability and the club excellence aspect that we are talking about now as we carry out the mission. We are moving and making sure that we have the excellence. The other goal, member achievement, support members in achieving their personal and professional communication and leadership goals through experiential learning. One of the mantras of Toastmasters is we learn by doing. We are into skill building, not just having knowledge, but using that knowledge. Skill building, important. How do we measure that? And Becky talked about pathways. Important again, where it's an education program. We're looking at increasing the pathways level achievement, 4% increase per year. And that's a measurement as to how well we did in that with regard to that goal. What are the strategies? Clubs orient and conduct needs assessment for all new members. Area directors, division directors, this is part of what we do. Club assign mentors to all members. We heard it today. And of course, you discuss it with the members when you're carrying through the assignment. Districts include member achievement focus session, club officer training, important. So all the things that we're doing, it's within a context because we are being very strategic. And awareness and engagement. How are we going to create awareness and engagement if we don't expand the global recognition of the Toastmasters International Program? And that is through club building, membership growth and engagement. And we need to take it into the businesses as well, the corporation. And a measurement for that will be a 4% increase in membership payments. And we know that we're not treading on easy ground, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't be showing up and doing it. Member renewal rate, 1% increase per year. Club growth, 5% increase per year. That is what they're using to measure the effectiveness. Now, awareness and engagement, another goal. Members consistently invite guests to attend meetings. We need to be incentivizing that some more. Clubs regularly conduct open houses and membership growth program. Club building again. We need to set ourselves goals. Perhaps 1 open house per quarter or perhaps 2 for the year, but we need to extend the effort and grow. We have to do something. This is really a doing. Club and districts create effective public relations. Engage our public relations manager. They are going to help us to carry through and realize these goals as well based on their program. So everything is tidy. Districts actively prospect for and charter new clubs. Run the numbers, guys. Yes, the numbers. You have to actively run the numbers. Districts and world headquarters expand global advertising program throughout the world. How is our advertising program going? The communication plan, the marketing plan. How is this dovetailing into all that we are doing in terms of our building, the building of club? Operational effectiveness. Create additional value for members, leaders, and stakeholders through standardized tools and processes, resulting in world-class operations. And you area directors, again, we spoke about this morning, your own effectiveness, conducting your club visit, all of those things. And the district success plan, these are the goals: membership payment growth, club growth, distinguished club, additional goals, district club excellence, club building, rests on all of this. And we can see that the goal, membership payments growth, that's a district success plan, awareness and engagement, that's a strategic plan goal. And we talked about that again. When we conduct effective club officer training, we have to be very intentional because we are ensuring the sustainability of the clubs. We talked about the marketing plan, and just quickly, that advertising strategy that a business will implement to sell its product or service, we have to do that too. So let's look at the marketing plan. How well does the marketing plan align with the goals of the club, the goals of the district? Revisit it. And one of the big parts of the district marketing plan is, I have highlighted it in green, market and industry analysis. In order to determine who the prospects are out there, we have to do this analysis, all right? For the corporations, for the community, what is the research telling us as to what the needs are? And so some of the club building resources are the Club Growth Director Handbook, how to build a Toastmasters club, you know that already, but revisit it. All about Toastmasters, develop your leaders from within, the features, benefits, and value chart. Those are key resources. Find your voice, uncover your leadership potential. And again, I highlighted in green, Toastmasters Club Building Guide, very valuable piece of resource. I'm recommending it to you. And of course, the book that we talked about, a handbook for building and sustaining vibrant Toastmasters programs in corporation. I want to, as I commend to you to ensure that we fulfill the district mission, I just want to share with you my story in 2 minutes. And I remember many years ago, I have been a Toastmaster now for half of my life, and that is for 32 years. And how did I start? My boss at the time, he gave me the Dale Carnegie book, and that book was The Quick and Effective Way, rather the Quick and Easy Way to Effective Speaking by Dale Carnegie. Becky is shaking her head. Do you know that book is so old that is now only in audio? It's available in audio, but it's good and important to read it. And he said, babe, this little book helped to increase your potential as a public speaker. And shortly after that, that was in 1990, shortly after that, I realized that my organization had a club, and that was a corporate club. And so I joined the corporate club. That club is now, it was 1989, so 32 years old. Now, it was a corporate club, but it's now a community club. As the evolution and the years took place, and we had to respond to the changing environment. But what is important is that it has produced many of us who have gone on to form other clubs. And what the lesson for me and what I wanted you to take away is that don't worry about whether this club is going to last and the business environment. Once you see the potential and you have done the checks, go for it. Because out of that will spin many other clubs. All right. And not to mention the Toastmasters themselves who will come out of that, and who each Toastmaster can impact 250 other persons. So your job is to sow the seed and to go after it. Or even though this club that I'm a part of now is a community club, we boast the privilege in Jamaica of being able to be housed by this particular corporation, this particular business for the last 32 years. They give us accommodation. And we still bear the name, but it is not, they don't pay for us and all of that. But we still enjoy the umbrella and benefits of that. And we also use the opportunity to sell the Toastmasters benefits to employees at this corporation, at this organization. So it is a double whammy. And the encouragement here is to say, don't say, oh, it don't make any sense, or no, just go and do it. So I want to encourage us to see building new clubs as a part of our goal, and an important and significant one. Supporting existing clubs, equally do the balancing act. I'm commending you to take these guiding principles and build sustainable clubs. All right. All the very best as you continue the journey. Happy anniversary again. And let us continue to make our mark as we move towards celebrating with Toastmasters International its 100th year. How many persons will be alive to celebrate the 100th year? Go Norma, me too. Go District 84, continue and be on the go. District 84 on the go.